Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bola. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're new, please make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check out all my other videos as well. I'm gonna leave one in the time card up here for you. In today's video, it was actually requested to me. This video was recommended to me by Blessing, and she's basically said that she's getting ready for uni and stuff, and she really feels uncomfortable, and she just basically wants to get to know about the lecture. She wants to know about lectures, or comms, educational side, social side, So obviously, being a uni YouTuber, or I am still in uni. I'm in my last year. This is my accommodation. I don't know if you can tell. I just felt like I can put my 2 cents in this video because I'm fully experienced. I'm in my 4th and final year of university. It's February and I will be finishing in June of this year, and I cannot fucking wait. I can't lie. I feel like I need to go. I can't wait. But yeah, I planned the video out on my notepad right here, so I'm gonna divide the video into sections. There's gonna be 4 sections. Also, I'm gonna apologize because I have a little bit of a situation going on in my throat, but it's fine. It shouldn't affect the video too much. But yeah, without further ado, I've been rambling on for too much. Let's get into this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like, share this with your friends, you know, your cousins, your nieces, your nephews that are starting uni, just so you know they can find this informative and I can help them, and hopefully I can help them in any way I can. But yeah. Okay, so the first part of it is like moving out / living alone. So for me personally, like I can only speak for myself. I'm not an only child, but all my siblings don't live with me, so it's just me and my mum and my stepdad in the house. So like when it came to like moving out, I was kind of looking forward to it in a way of like, yes, I finally get to live with my friends. I basically finally get to have sisters, brothers, basically just finally get to be alone, like beautiful. When it got time for uni, I was looking forward to it, you know, getting to live next door to your friends, like linking them 3-4 a.m, no longer on Smash, bro. I was so excited. Like I was really looking forward to moving out to uni. So obviously people are different. You might have more siblings than me and feel like, oh, you're upset to leave your little sister or your little brother, and I feel like that is gonna be like an adjustment, and it's gonna take some getting used to, but it's important at the end of the day, because you're not gonna live with your siblings or your parents forever. So it's kind of good to get that little bit of experience now, and then have the opportunity to move back and then, you know, live with them, and then, you know, live with your wife or your husband in the future, and so on and so on. So yeah, like I do really like that sense of like the independence of moving out, you know. Got to do my own shopping, got to do my own cooking, like got to wash my own dishes, like my mum cooks all the majority of the food in my house. Like my mum really is like a mum. She really does take care of And another thing, when it came to cooking, like I didn't, not saying I didn't know how to cook, but like, bruh, I actually have to do this like what, 5 times a week, like every single day. More time at home, my mom would just make, you know, the rice and stew, or like indomie or spaghetti or whatever. And like now that I feel like I'm at uni, and you know, I'm seeing my flatmates and they're doing their gourmet meat, I want to try. And like, anyways, it forced me to learn how to cook. Like, but yeah, uni did force me how to cook. Luckily for me, my flatmate in first year, I'm gonna call her Ashni. We're gonna call her Ashni throughout this whole video. So in regards to like your accommodation and stuff, what I did was in first year I lived in accommodation. In 2nd and 3rd year I had a house, and in 4th year now I'm in my accommodation again. First year accommodation was something. There was about 8 of us. I'm not gonna lie, some people just not house trained. Like you're gonna get your messy ones if you're lucky and God blesses you with, you know, perfect PR. I rate you, because I had shramps in first year. I really did. And even though you would shout at them in the group chat and you're saying hello, like come on, fix up, they didn't give a shit. And boy, so that's why when it came into 2nd year, I was looking forward to finally living with my friends, you know, not gonna have like trampy people. These are people I know, these are people I like and connect with. So obviously you're not gonna have that issue that you had within first year living with strangers. Obviously you still have the option of, if you want to live in a student accommodation in 2nd and 3rd, you can still do so. But for me and my friends, what we all did is that we got houses in Canterbury. Did I even say I go to the University of Kent? Sorry. So in the University of Kent in Canterbury, you know, there's 2 bedrooms, 3 bedroom, 4, 5, 6 bedroom houses. Luckily in 2nd year I got a 3 bedroom house, and then in 3rd year I got a 5 bedroom house, and then in 4th year obviously accommodation, as I said. So yeah, like living alone is very expensive. Like let's be real, you're gonna be broke in uni. Whoever said you're rich is a liar. They're doing fraud, they're doing AC. Like you're gonna be broke, man. There's actually gonna be days where you're surviving on indomie, and I'll tell you, yeah, I survived on indomie for like maybe 2 weeks one time, like, cause Canterbury especially is very expensive. Everything is so expensive. The bus, the food, you know, your social life, your outfits, your wigs, do you know what I mean? Everything, it does start to pile up. And one thing that got to go, well, one thing that went for me was the food. So I was living off my indomie, but you know, at the end of the day, I still managed to survive. Like, and you know, you do have to get ready to be broke. I would recommend, or I would advise, you know, finding a part-time job, you know, like working in like an M&S or a Waitrose or a H&M, or just something like that, something that you can do like 15 hours a week, you know, but still stay ahead or stay focused on like your uni work, because that's what's important at the end of the day. But while you're in uni, it doesn't mean you have to starve. So I would say like get like an agency job. There are a lot of agencies, so that's how you can pick when you want to work. Like for example, if you don't have any lectures on Monday, you have nothing on Monday, you can work on the Monday and then not work for the rest of the week. Like agency jobs for uni students, I literally think they're perfect. I'm gonna leave some down in the link below, so you guys can feel free to check them out. And what about me? I'm quite good at getting jobs. Like I would say I am quite good at getting jobs, like quite easily. So I always say this, I even tweet this all the time. If you guys need help with like your M&S or your Waitrose or your whatever applications, just DM me, message me, and I'll happily do it for you. Obviously it's a bit much like you're telling me where you live and that, but I promise I'm not a serial killer. But yeah, like definitely recommend getting a job. And all the universities, well, most universities, they also have like a job shop or like a way that the uni offers jobs for you. So that could even be something like on opening days, for when like college student comes, you can help out. They will literally pay you like £100 for that day. Or it can be I think my friend in first year, she was an opening day as well, and she showed her accommodation like to students that will, just so they can see what her accommodation looked like, and they paid her a fucking grand. This was 1k. Like this was in first year. I remember I was pissed the fuck off that I didn't know about this. But yeah, like as I was saying, the uni, they literally have many opportunities, many ways for you to get jobs. So yeah, you should be okay. I studied criminology and social policy. I study now in my 4th year that I'm also adding journalism to my degree. I wanted to study criminology and social policy because I loved the law when I was in college. Like I've always had it in me to be a lawyer and stuff, but like when I did law in college, like fam, I did not give a fuck about property law or business law or your dad's law. I didn't care. The only thing that used to excite me was criminal law, like assault, battery, GBH, all that shit used to get me so excited. So like I wanted to still do law but without the boring law, so that's why I decided to only do criminology. And social policy was for me. I did that because like I actually wanted to be a teacher. I still want to be a primary school teacher one day, hopefully. And I wanted to be a social worker. I wanted to work in the field with children, just like to help children, especially like the vulnerable ones, kind of be that person that they can go to. That's why I really wanted to be a social worker, that kind of field. Anyways, yeah, my course was very broad. I'll say like a lot of modules you can pick from, a lot of like different things. I would have like sociology modules, I would have criminology modules, and I have social policy modules. That's like finding about like the government and the policies and the laws that they've put in place to help like different people and stuff. I didn't really like social policy, if I'm being quite honest with you. I thought it was quite boring. It was just like laws and policies, and which I don't care. Like I thought it was gonna be more about like, you know, children and their vulnerability and all that stuff, but it really wasn't. So I don't really know what I thought it was. I had an academic advisor who was actually my social policy teacher, so like she would basically indirectly force me to do the work just because she was my academic advisor. So with her I managed to actually, you know, do well in the course and persevere. I'm gonna be real with you, till this day I still don't go to my 9 a.m s. Like I've been in uni for 4 years now, and I can probably type into like 3 9 a.m s in the entire span. I just can't. Like I don't know what it is. Like it just doesn't see me. And now that things are online, I guess it's a bit easier. But yeah, I loved learning about criminology. Like as I said, I love learning about criminals and criminal law and stuff. So like it's the fact that it was really interesting to me and something that I enjoyed. It made it easier to, you know, open the books and do the work and stuff. But if you're going to uni for like your parents and they're forcing you to do medicine and you have no interest in, 9 times out of 10 you will fail because you're just not gonna put the drive or the effort in. So when you are picking your course, like make sure you do definitely pick a course that applies to you and you're doing it for you. And I think you do have like 2 weeks in the beginning to change, so you do have that window. If you did law but you want to try criminology, or if you did sociology you want to try psychology, you do have that area to change it, which I think is very, very good that you need to do offer that, because you know teenagers are indecisive. But I loved my course. As for my journalism course right now, it's kind of online. It's all just like my 4th year experience right now. It's kind of slow, kind of boring. I'm in Gillingham. For my other years I was in Canterbury and I knew people. Now I'm in Gillingham, which is the other part of University of Kent. They have 2 campuses. I don't know anybody. I don't have any friends. Like I barely see my flatmates. I literally just stay in my room all day, which is quite sad, but whatever, what can we do? But yeah, like I would say Gillingham is like prettier. Gillingham is more cheap, but I feel like Canterbury has more of the social life as well, because you have more of like the clubs on campus, you have more international students because you have more courses, whereas Gillingham is like a handful of courses, and you know, when you with a handful of courses, a handful of people, everyone's just gonna be independent on that a little bit. I would say just buy all the freshers. No, in the beginning, like when I was in like summer going to uni, I remember that's when like all the events and flyers and stuff like that were coming out, and people, you're supposed to buy tickets early. Well, luckily what I did, well, what was easy for me, on results day I just went on Twitter, and I found people that were going to University of Kent as well through the ACS group. I gave one of them my number, and then they added me to a group chat with like literally 200 people. I think I'm still in that group chat to this day. Like, that is actually a bit bad. I need to leave. What the hell. Oh, look, there's even, look, everyone's leaving now, but here's one. This is there's a CCCU/UKC one. This has got 13 people. I feel like everyone's kind of left now. Why am I still in these group chats? What the hell? It's been 3 years, bitch, and I'm still here. Yeah, UKC third year group chat is literally right here. There's 132 people in it. Bear in mind, this was made in 2018, and people have definitely left and shit now, and there's still 132 people in there. But yeah, that's how we all managed to like make friends. I remember everyone sending pictures of themselves and saying their courses they're gonna do. We've made a Grail group chat. Everyone, then they made another group chat for like your flat. Oh my god, it was so I'll say definitely the day you get your results, go to Twitter, try and, you know, just write university or wherever you're going and try and make friends there, so you, before you even get to the uni, you have somebody, and that makes you feel a little bit more comfortable. Yeah, the second part of this video is about friends. A lot of people have actually asked me to do this video, and I didn't want to do it just because of this topic. Like, as a whole, I didn't even do like my whole uni. As a whole, I feel like I did not actually enjoy my uni experience. It's nothing to do with like, you know, the uni itself. It was just, I feel like me as a person, and we're gonna dive into it a little bit but not too much. The things that I went through just did not make me like my whole uni experience, and obviously that's why I'm here, innit? I'm here to tell you the things that went wrong for me, so hopefully, God willing, the same thing will not happen for you guys. So obviously in first year I lived in accommodation, and God, like I say this all the time, God actually blessed me with an angel. I managed to find like my best friend of the whole 4 years of uni in my flat. Like, we lived together. I was in room A or whatever, she was in room B. Literally, when we're getting ready for motive, knock on the door, yo, let me get that eyeliner, let me get that pencil. Like, it was so fun. Like, the best thing that could have ever happened was me like being placed in the same flat as her. So luckily enough for me, like, I kind of already automatically had like my friend, like my go-to, my number one person. And coming from I came from a kind of like a Bait college. Bait means quite popular, well known, so a lot of people in my area where I live went to that same college, and some of those people also carried on to go to my university. So in that regards, I kind of already knew some people that were coming to the University of Kent, so I wasn't really alone per se. Like, I knew a lot of boys, knew a lot of girls, whatever. So first year was really fun. That's even when I started my YouTube channel. Like, you can probably scroll back and go see all the videos. It was literally so lit. Like, we used to go out all the time. The parties, like, first year is what they say is, well, for me it wasn't. It was the parties, you know, like it was fun. The house parties, like, it is fun at the beginning, but it does get repetitive at the end of the day, because you're seeing the same people in different clothes with the same music at the end of the day. But it's just for that lifestyle, it was fun. And venue, the party place at Kent, you know, they would do like different events like Wednesdays and Thursdays and stuff, which was really, really fun. So, and I would say that it would be easy to make friends in first year, because at the end of the day, everybody's in the same situation as you. Nobody knows anyone, you know, nobody's familiar with the area. Like, so if you're scared, they're definitely scared as well. So just be, you know, be that girl, be that friend. Like, so yeah, I'll say making friends it's easy, but it's not easy in a sense, because obviously nobody wants to look like a beg, but at the end of the day, everybody's in the same thing as you. You know, make friends on your courses, make friends, you know, join a club, or you're with your flatmates if they're not messy or idiots. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. So in second year, I want to go back to houses, by the way. Inside I did for my second year house was I decided to get a house, a 3-bedroom house with 2 of my friends. One of the friends was the girl that I lived with in first year, and then the other girl was another girl that I just knew from, as I said, you know, being well known in my area. I wouldn't say I'm well known, but being Bait in like my area, just everyone kind of knows everyone, so I kind of already knew her from the area. And so actually originally it was supposed to be a 4-bedroom house, and the last girl actually dropped out. And that's another thing as well, like, people, you need to understand, even when you get your set people for who you want to live with and stuff, results day might come, people might fail, and you might not be able to get that 4-bedroom house. You're now gonna have to get that free, or, you know, sometimes people just deep hits uni is not for me, and then they drop out. So that's another thing as well. Let's say you've got your 4 friends and you've all agreed to live together, don't be scared to look for 3 bedrooms, don't be scared to look for 2. Honestly, no one's gonna get hurt. But yeah, so obviously with friendship at uni in my second year, I did not have I don't think I actually had good friendships experience at uni. To be honest, if I explain these things, it's just gonna be so long. Like, if I was to go into them, it will actually take like a separate video. But living with this particular person really did do a number on my mental health, my physical well-being, pretty much everything, because like I said, I knew the person before uni. In first year we were quite tight, so in third year I was looking forward to it. I thought we were going to be, you know, the three musketeers, like best of friends, nobody could chat for us, TikToks, everything, just the it girls kind of thing. And God humbled that vision for me really quickly, because just say the girl I lived with just did not have my best interest at heart. We would argue all the time about stupid things, and like she would always disrespect me or do stupid things. And because of the way I am, I think I'm quite nice. I'm quite a fragile person. I don't like confrontation. I don't like to argue. I don't like beef. If you're not just, yeah, you win, and I surrender. I just don't like it. So with her, like when she would always do that bad things to me, or things that, you know, shouldn't do to any other person, I would just kind of brush it off and allow her, and continue allow her to do it again. And at the end of the day, this is really hurting myself, because she's now going to be thinking, yeah, I can take the piss out of you, and I'm just going to be there crying thinking, why the fuck is this girl treating me the way she is? And like, we till this day we can't. Anyways, yeah. But second year, I was just going to say, just G-check the people that you live with, because, or G-check the people that you want to get houses with, because, you know, your friend might be your friend, but when you live with them, they can be a completely different person. Like, and on top of the fact that me and the girl didn't get along, our neighbor as well, this is another important thing that, oh my god, if I forgot, I would have been so pissed off. Please, before you move into your second, third year or whatever house, just go there and knock on the door and just say hello to the neighbor, get the feel, get to know them, get to know the people. Because I'm not joking, our neighbor literally called police on us at least 5 times. He would record when people would come in and out of the house. He would say we'd be making noise, banging on the stairs. Even in Christmas break, when everybody would be in London with their families, literally he would do guys. He said to our landlord that we beat up his daughter, we trashed his house. Just so much rumors and bullshit. I think he was just a racist old man, because he was a white old man that we lived next to. And it just, all this bullshit that just made no sense. So that's just another thing that, like, we didn't feel safe majority of the time living there. We even got emergency student accommodation with our uni. That's just a story time for another day. But please, before you move into your second year house, but just literally go next door to the neighbor, just knock on the door, hi, yeah, I'm just, and then I didn't make up an excuse, I don't know. Or just try and live in a friendly area, so a student friendly area, so everybody is students. But and try and avoid, like, you know, old people or just regular people with kids and stuff, because that will just end badly. I'm telling you, this is your warning. I have told you before, I will tell you again. Okay, so as I was saying, yeah, so in second year, me and the girl really bumped heads to a point where, like, it was bad. It was really bad. And at the end of second year, we actually decided that we could no longer be friends. Like, we would just force it. We would really just force it for the gang. But when it got to the end of second year, we're like, yo, G, I'll be real. Like, fuck you, yeah, fuck me, yeah, fuck you too, bro. Bye. And then what was funny is that in third year now, because of what happened in second year, it was mad, because, you know, we kept putting the other girl in the middle, so she felt like she was in the middle, and she kind of felt like she always had to take sides, or like defend it, or just kind of play like not instigator, but like, what's the mediator that would kind of have to squash the beef every day. And at the end of the day, that's not her job, that's not her responsibility. Like, and she shouldn't have had to go through that just because me and the other girl are bumping heads. Anyways, third year now, obviously, I was a bit more cautious after what happened in second year, not to do that again. So in third year, I decided to live with one of the same girls living with before, the mediator, Ashley, 2 boys, 2 of my best friends, and another girl. This girl, I didn't have an issue with her. We were friends. She used to come visit at the second year house all the time. It was literally amazing. She was literally, yeah, I'm gonna be really honest and really raw here. She was literally one of my closest friends. This bitch was probably gonna be a bridesmaid. Like, I loved this girl so much. And it just goes to show, like, when you're friends with someone, you can literally love them and, you know, have that bond. But as soon as you go to living with them, it was the complete opposite. Like, I did not recognize who the fuck this girl was. Like, it was so crazy. Obviously, I'm not gonna go into it, because if I was to go into, I really would love to. Maybe one day we will actually go into all the trials and tribulations that I went through with these groups of girls, because that is kind of why I would always do my disappearing acts from YouTube. I would never really be consistent, because I was always dealing with that shit. And it kind of, I feel like it goes to show in third year, like, you can literally be friends with someone and love them so much. When you go to live with them, it can literally be the opposite. I'm talking opposite about fights. I'm talking about TVs being almost smashed. I'm talking about police being called at 5 AM. Yo, G, it was a lot. Third year was a lot, like, for me. And the second year was definitely worse than third year. I say just be careful with your friends, like please guys, especially the people you're going to live with, and then you're going to see these people every day, use the same toilet as them. Like just be sure that you're doing it with the right people. Have a sleepover in your accommodation before you move in. Just have them there, see how they snore, see if they're gonna, you know, share their snacks, see if they're gonna be like one of those people that say, oh, I'm going to Asda, would you like anything? And you be like, yeah, cool, get me some M&Ms. And then they come home and you're like, oh yeah, thanks for the M&Ms. They'll be like, yeah, cool, where's my £1? And you're thinking, trust me, that is a very true story. Anyways, yeah, that was my experience with friends. It's only now, I've only learned now to like how to overcome it and how to like let shit go and just move on from stuff. Like, but when I was in my second year, my third year, like the things that these people or these girls used to say, or the rumors I used to hear about myself, the way it would take a toll on my mental health was just nah. So all I'm saying is basically protect yourself for bullshit, so that way you don't get hurt. If you go to uni expecting to find your husband, I mean, it could happen. It could happen. I'm not good. I can't tell the future, but 9 times out of 10, babe, is it really gonna happen though? Or is he just gonna want to do you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. Hopefully he loves you. Hopefully he proposes to you. Hopefully you get married and have 6 kids. With relationships and like boyfriends and girlfriends and stuff, for the majority of my university, yeah, I was actually in a relationship, so I can't really provide like great knowledge or great testimony to that. But from like what my friends went through and stuff like that, like I feel like it is fun, you know, having to like get to live with your boyfriend or your girlfriend in a way, because like, you know, the kitchen and you're cooking for them is kind of cute. But like, don't start cooking for uni boys. Don't, like, you've heard everyone kind of say kind of thing, don't fall for these boys. Like at the end of the day, ladies, we're not stupid. Like, you know when a boy likes you and you know when a boy doesn't like you. If he likes you, he's gonna say good morning, how's your day, how are you today, you look pretty, pop on your snaps. If he doesn't like you, he's gonna pop up for you once every 6 months, say, oh yeah, you cool, yeah, like, well, that's enough kind of thing. Like, you know, I feel like I don't have to say, like, you kind of know kind of thing. And obviously you can meet new people in the library and party. Also be aware of your mental health, like take notice of your mental health. If you feel like it's slipping, if you feel like, you know, you're not like talking as much or not being yourself as much, definitely speak to, you know, your uni should have people that you can talk to. If you student support, all of those people, student health and well-being, talk to your friends, talk to your family. Like, I know there was definitely times where my mental health was tested in uni and I would speak to my academic advisor or just speak to my mum or my sisters, to be honest with you. So yeah, like definitely keep a head up for your mental health, because it's daunting, you know. Let's say you're going in a house with all 17 of your siblings and that was just you. Like, it's gonna be an adjustment, it's gonna be a change, but I promise you, baby, you can do it. You can do it. I got you. Message me anytime and I got you. We can do it together. Like, I'm bored as fuck. Y'all see anybody in this room now? Damn, it's just me. Alright, what I'll do differently if I can start uni again, definitely maybe, I don't know how to say this without saying it in a rude way, but not live with people I live with. Well, not live with. Definitely would have did more of a CRB check on the people I was going to live with before I lived with them. I think I definitely would have went out more, like had more of a social life, because I'm kind of a homebody, and now that I'm getting older, I wish I did go out to the freshest motives and that stuff more. I would say I wish I got a job like earlier. Like, I only managed to get like a proper job in my second year of uni, but if I did that in my first year of uni, I wouldn't have had as much struggles. I wish I stayed on top of my work more. Like, you can have a work go out balance, like everything is fine as long as you just balance it kind of thing. That way, you know, you won't get behind and you can stay on top of everything. Yeah, another thing I'll do differently is not invest so much time in my friends. Like, honestly, like the situations I went through with these people, like, it's just not that deep at the end of the day, and I let it consume me and my energy and my time, and it's just not that deep, because now I just looking back at it, and my second year, my third year of university was ruined, and I could have like avoided that. I could have changed that kind of thing. I just wouldn't have gave so much attention to people and like bad energies and like bad thoughts and stuff like that. I would have just put myself, I probably would have lost weight a whole lot quicker, would have loved myself a whole lot quicker, just would have been a better Bola cooker. So yeah, that's it for the video, guys. If I forgot to speak about something or I forgot to mention something that you really wanna know, just comment down below or DM me on Instagram or whatever, and I'll definitely answer that for you. I hope you found this video informative. I hope, like, I want it, like, if I could honestly tell you every single thing I went through, I would, but like, honestly, I don't want to get sued. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys for all the love and support, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.